Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Josh with the Retail Rip Review, and today we have an old friend joining us. But before we get to them, I wanted to quickly reference our last video where we opened a blaster of Donruss Baseball. We had a major hit and we finished in the green, and those are both firsts for the channel, so that was pretty exciting. So if you haven't checked that out yet, I would highly encourage you to check that out. And I know what you're thinking here. In the last Fat Pack video, I specifically said that I wouldn't do any more content with featuring just a single Fat Pack because there's not a lot of meat on the bone, so to speak. Well, this is no ordinary Fat Pack, though. Underneath it, we have a surprise. Woo! This is a blaster pack of Topps Chrome Baseball. Now, what is Topps Chrome Baseball? Very quickly, if Series 2, like the flagship stuff, is, let's say, like the base or the low end, as far as Topps' line of trading cards is considered, then Chrome is a step above that. So you can consider that like a mid-tier version of the trading cards. And what Chrome is it's an all Chrome version of the base set. So it's the same cards from Series 1 and Series 2, but they're all Chrome. But they have their own parallels, their own refractors and things like that. And people love Chrome. It's really, really highly desirable set. People love Chrome autos, Chrome rookies and stuff like that. So it's not to say that there isn't any value in Chrome. It's just a little bit more expensive. So it's not something that we've done on the channel before. And I'm not sure it's something that we'll do a ton of moving forward, or things like that. We'll just kind of see how it goes. And I briefly mentioned Chrome before as far as, maybe not being worth it because I'd seen at that point a lot of Chrome opened online. And I hadn't really seen a ton of great things pulled from it. And that's just because the Chrome checklist is a little bit on the brutal side. And by that, I just mean that the amount of players that they choose from, or the specific types of players they choose from that can have an autograph in Chrome, is just really, really hit or miss. Like there's some players that are, a lot of relief pitchers. Like some players aren't even in the bigs anymore. So it's, if you're looking for one particular player, you might end up with somebody that you have no idea who they are. And that's a little harder to swallow when you're spending, twice the amount of money on the product versus the rest of it. So that's kind of the drawback. But since then, I have seen some really cool stuff pulled from Chrome sets. So I kind of retract my initial opinion. I'll just kind of reserve judgment as I see a little bit more of it go. But this pack I was able to get as part of a free giveaway. And I thought it would be kind of fun to compare the contents of the pack compared to a Fat Pack. Now, it's not going to be like a really good comparison. And as far as like a head-to-head video goes, it's not exactly what I had in mind. But for our first one, it's not a bad little start. One pack of a blaster pack of Topps Chrome, it's about $5.71. Like blaster's $40 or 7 packs in here, so that's about $5.71 a pack. A Fat Pack is about $6.99. So a little bit of an advantage to the Fat Pack to begin with, but you never know. It all really just comes down to what you pull. And to be honest with you, there's a really great chance that neither one of these has anything worthwhile. So, but that's kind of funny in its own right too. But we're basically looking for maybe a single insert in each of these. I think there's a good chance we'll pull an insert in the Chrome. I think most of the packs I've seen have had at least one, if not 2 inserts in them. And most of the Fat Packs have at least 1, if not 2 as well. So maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. But in the meantime, let's just see what we get. So like I mentioned before, this will be a pretty quick video. We're already pretty familiar with these products, and this is the same thing essentially, so we'll be able to go through these pretty quickly. So without any further ado, let's get into it. All right. Hey, there's our one from last time there, the Selly Stick. Always good to see him. You just start to see a lot of the same ones over and over. Oh, wow, there's the Kansas City one we saw from the last time, too. You start to see a lot of eerily similar cards come out of these packs. Makes me wonder, how different are they? And since we haven't had a ton of success so far, it doesn't bode well for this one either. Okay, all right, we've got a dynamic duos. Got Ronald Acuna Jr. and Hank Aaron. It's one of the more fun ones. As a Braves fan, I certainly appreciate that. Put that up there. And behind that, we're going to have Paul Goldschmidt and Acuna's little brother. That's kind of fitting, if unspectacular. And I've got 2 in blue. Freddie and Mookie. A race to embrace. That's sweet. Passion, production converge in the dynamic 2024 Dodgers duo. Wow, passion. Okay. Let's keep it on the field, boys. All right, I'll say nothing really to show for that, which is why, as I was saying, I think there's a half decent chance that if we pull one thing out of the Chrome pack, it's probably going to be worth more than the dynamic duos that we got here. So here goes our Chrome pack. This is going to be pretty short, 4 cards. All right, there's Scooble, not too bad. Matt Strahm, looks like we got a refractor behind that. It's just like a shiny version. Ooh, Hunter Green, that's a nice name. Okay. And behind Hunter, we have Joe Musgrove, and we have a 5th card. Typically, these are 4 cards. And we have a sepia refractor of Lane Thomas of the Guardians. So, look at that. We got 2. Wait, where'd you go, Hunter? There he is. So it just goes to show you, out of a pack of 4 cards, we got 5 cards, and 2 of those were parallels. And out of the fat pack, which had how many cards? 36. We got kind of 1 card worthwhile. So, you know, that's kind of the roll the dice that you do. But because we opened a fat pack, we will add this to our total, and we'll go ahead and pop those numbers on screen right now. And I got to be honest with you, haven't seen them yet, but I don't think it's looking good for fat packs so far. We're going to need a big pull from them to kind of make up some lost ground here. But that was kind of fun to see the Chrome opening. Scooble's not a bad base card to draw either. So, you know, here I was kind of downplaying it, but that was kind of fun. Maybe we will see Chrome in the future. I don't know. Don't want to get ahead of myself. But in any case, just a fun little diversion from our normal rips to take a look at a new product, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like the video, please comment, like, and give us a subscribe, and please give us a share and help the channel grow. I really thank everybody for taking the time to watch, and we'll catch you next time on the Retail Rip Review. Thank you so much.